If your pipeline is a bit dead at the moment and you're looking for new ways to get more leads and clients, you've come to the right place. I'll be hooking you up with some tips and tricks today. But before we get into all of that stuff, if you're new here, my name's Jeanette and this channel is all about creating an online business that allows you to do what you love, make more impact and increase your bank balance while doing so. Right. So some of the most common problems that I see my fellow entrepreneurs struggling with when it comes to lead generation are, number one, a lack of visibility. So you've probably heard this before, but if no one knows you exist, then you will continue to have 0 leads and 0 clients. Number two, not having any clear direction on what to do to be able to generate the results that you want to. Number three is not understanding who your ideal customer is. Now, if you don't know exactly who you're selling to, then how can you effectively market to them, right? So here's the thing. Marketing involves speaking to the right people at the right time in the right place. So if you're unclear of any of these things, it makes sense as to why you might be struggling to pull in new qualified leads that enable you to make more sales in your business. Also related, a common problem is not understanding your customers' buying behavior and also the customer journey and how that affects your marketing strategy. And then lastly, not taking advantage of modern marketing methods that would work to get you more seen, to get your business out there. And I know that a huge reason for this can be because of imposter syndrome for a lot of you out there. Also fear of judgment, comparison paralysis, and the list goes on. These are pretty much real life issues that business owners just like you and me experience. But to be able to begin moving the needle forward, we need to just start showing up and become brave enough to actually step out of our comfort zones in those areas that scare us or the ones where we lack confidence. So I'm going to be sharing a few ideas with you today that you can actually start implementing in your business to help you get more seen, get more leads, and get paid. And this means that all you're going to need to do to take your business to the next level this year is actually commit to showing up and taking action. So let's jump in. So number one is to create a video to promote your lead magnet. So my guess is that if you run an online business, you already know what a lead magnet is. So I'm not going to spend time explaining what that is because I'm just going to be wasting both of our time. It's also likely that you're already using one in your business, or at least you should be, right? And this should be as part of some kind of marketing strategy or funnel to grow your email list. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can promote your lead magnet, which includes linking it to your social media bio, having a pop-up or an opt-in on your website, running Facebook lead ads, and so on. But if you want to increase your conversions and get more leads, you should be creating and sharing videos which offer your lead magnet to your audience. Video literally has the power to grab people's attention, tell a story, and also persuade them to take action while allowing you to be authentic and pull in your tribe. So why am I focusing on using video as opposed to the standard website opt-ins or social media bio links that I mentioned before? Well, first of all, I don't want you to stop doing these other things. That's definitely not what I'm saying, right? What I want you to do is add this strategy into your current strategy. And the reason why is because video gives you the opportunity to explain the value of your lead magnet in more detail, which can then help you to engage and attract more leads. Now, when it comes to these short videos, you want to make sure that you've got some kind of tangible thing on display. So if your lead magnet is a checklist, for example, or a PDF download, what I would encourage you to do is print it off and hold it up and kind of flick through it while you're recording your video and while you're talking about it. Something else you can do is to record a screen share so that people are able to see you actually using it in real time. And the reason this is important is because when you offer people something that's tangible, it just converts better. Okay, so once you've recorded your video, you want to be sharing it all over the place. So in your stories, in your reels, or anywhere else that your target audience are currently hanging out. And you want to try to do this at least once a week. Remember, your lead magnet should offer potential clients a quick win or a solution to something that they're currently struggling with, which also relates to your core offer. And if you can get this right and start to be a little creative about how you promote it, what you'll see is your conversion rates start to increase. Number 2 is again to use video to promote your testimonials or your case studies, right? So testimonials have a powerful impact on both leads and sales conversion rates. And this is because they tell potential clients what other people have already experienced whilst working with you. And this generally gives them a little bit more confidence in your services or products. One of the most important things to remember in business is that people do what people do. Meaning, if people are getting results from your product or services and you're showcasing those transformations, other people will most likely want to jump on board too. And one of the best ways to promote this type of content is by utilizing your stories. So people love watching stories for whatever reason. I do it, I'm sure you do it too. And the reason why is because they tend to be a lot more engaging than some of the other forms of content out there, giving you more of a behind the scenes look at people's lives. So try to use stories to speak about the amazing results that your clients are achieving through both your free and paid offers, and then spread the word about the lives that you're positively adding value to. One important thing to remember when doing this though is to make sure that you have a really clear call to action at the end of your video. So you might say something like, if you're ready to achieve results like Sophie, comment the word ready below. And then once that person actually raises their hand and comments the word ready, that's your green light to kind of reach out to them and tell them more about your offer. Okay, so next up we've got offer value in Facebook groups. Now, I see a lot of people get this one wrong. When you join someone's Facebook group, there is definitely a way to do things, and that's not to join a group and then straight away be spamming your promotional stuff and offers, right? What you should do instead is put on your detective hat and take the time to actually suss out those people in those groups who need your services and then offer them your help. Now, the thing is that very few people like to be directly sold to, and so spamming your offers is a really dangerous game to play. But if you start a conversation with people around your niche, and in that conversation show off your expertise by helping them out in some kind of way, then they'll probably be quite intrigued by you and kind of want to learn more about you and your business. Facebook groups have become a great way to engage with potential clients and build relationships. And the best part is this strategy doesn't need to take a lot of your time. You only need to spend about 20 to 30 minutes a day where you're literally just offering solid value to other group members, which can potentially help generate leads for your business. And this is also a great way for you to make new connections with people in your industry, which is what we always want to be doing. So if you're thinking, but Jeanette, what kind of valuable info are you talking about sharing in these groups? Well, what you can do is actually share helpful content like blog posts or videos. So for example, if you are, say, a nutrition coach and you were scrolling through Facebook and, the majority of members that are in a particular group are interested in nutrition. And in that group, someone asked a question about foods that maybe are harder to digest. Well, what you could do as the expert is respond to this comment by linking to an existing blog post or maybe a YouTube video that you've previously created about this topic. So that's just one example of how you can use these groups and offer value. Now, this is a much better strategy than just spamming your promo or your content in groups. Because let's be real, nobody likes a spammer, and you're likely going to get yourself banned from the group anyway. Again, remember that the aim here is to be so helpful in these Facebook groups that the members will intentionally want to seek you out and find out more about your services. So if you want to learn how to set up, grow, and monetize a Facebook group, check out my Facebook group Growth Bundle, which has lots of tips and tricks to help you build an online community where you can generate leads and sell your products and services. Okay, let's get back into it. So number 4 is to host a weekly live workshop or training for your audience. Hosting workshops or trainings is literally one of the best ways that you can build authority and generate leads. And this is pretty much because when you host workshops, you become an expert in your field and people will then start to look to you for advice. Now, when it comes to actually planning these trainings, you can teach your audience how to do something that relates to your service and that will help them solve some kind of problem. You can also use workshops to share insider tips and strategies that they may not be able to get anywhere else. Or you could simply explain things in, say, a different way or a different perspective than other people do. One of my favorite quotes is, "Trust yourself, you know more than you think." And the reason why I'm actually bringing that up and sharing that with you is because the main thing that I know is going to stop people implementing this strategy in particular is imposter syndrome. So when imposterism rears its ugly head, which it sometimes does, I want you to remember to trust yourself and trust what you know, especially when it comes to showing up and sharing your passion and your knowledge with others. Okay, next is setting up an evergreen webinar. So an evergreen webinar funnel is a really good way for you to generate leads and make sales, but I'm not going to lie, this one does take a little bit of work and time to get right. So Russell Brunson is definitely your guy when it comes to evergreen funnels, and he suggests that before actually turning your webinar evergreen, you should run it live to an audience at least once a week or once a month. I literally can't remember which one it is. You're going to have to look that up yourself, for at least a year. And this is so you can continue to optimize it over time and kind of achieve the highest conversion rate possible. And then once you get to that stage where your webinar is actually converting at about 15%, then that's when you would set it to evergreen. Now, I think this is absolute genius, but again, I'm not taking credit for it because it definitely came from me binging some of Russell Brunson's content. But I'm really feeling the strategy and I'm currently testing it myself at the moment, so I'll report back on how I'm getting on with that. So when people sign up to watch your evergreen webinar, you then have the opportunity to nurture and sell to those people who don't buy your offer during your webinar pitch. And this is done using an automated email sequence. So setting up an evergreen webinar funnel can be a pretty effective way to generate leads and make sales, but it's also a good way to help build know, like, and trust with potential buyers and actually grow your email list. Okay, strategy 6 is to optimize your offers, and this one is probably one of the most important steps in generating more leads and sales. And when I say offers, I mean both your free offers and your paid offers. So this is anything from your lead magnets, free trials, bonuses, actual products, services, or any special packages that you offer. Now, when optimizing your offers, you need to understand and map out the customer buying journey and also their buying behaviors, because this is what's going to potentially allow you to create offers that are more appealing to them, that speak to their needs, and that they're going to be more likely to invest in or take action on. So for example, if you know your customer is looking for a solution for chronic back pain, what you can do is start by creating a free offer that includes maybe a free consultation where you can show off your expertise firsthand, or maybe an ebook where you can offer detailed information or advice about the issue. Or you could even create something as simple as a checklist that offers instructions on actions that someone could follow to help reduce chronic back pain. And then once they've actually signed up for your free offer, what you would do next is introduce them to your paid offer, which in this example is going to be a more in-depth solution. Offers like this will help you to build trust with potential customers and also increase the likelihood of them actually making a purchase. If you find that once you've created your free or paid offer, no one is downloading it or subscribing to it or purchasing it, you kind of need to figure out why. And that is the whole point of optimization. So your goal here is to kind of get both your free and paid offers to a point where you're seeing decent conversion rates on both of these. Getting your offer right is definitely a biggie, and it should definitely be a huge focus area for you if you want to generate more leads and make more sales in your business. Right, we've got 2 strategies left, so if you're finding this video helpful and you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to actually give some of these strategies a try, then please do me a favor, hit the like button and let me know in the comments which ones you're thinking about trying. And if you've not done so already, hit the subscribe button so I can continue to help you grow your online business. Now for strategy 7, as I'm sure you already know, social media gives you an opportunity to connect with potential customers, showcase your services and products, and build relationships and trust, and ultimately drive more people to your website or offers. And the key to successful social media marketing is to figure out what your target audience actually want to see, and then create graphics, videos, or other types of content that engage your audience and that encourages them to take some kind of action. If you want more information on how to create your social media marketing strategy, feel free to check out the video that I've linked for you on the screen. Again, creating content that resonates with your target market is really important, so you need to make sure that you've done your research and that you know exactly who it is you're trying to target. So when it comes to your social media links, it's a good idea to link to your lead magnet as a way of getting those people to sign up to your email list. Your social media bio is one of the first things that people see when they visit your profile. So by including a link to your lead magnet, what you're doing is making it accessible to anyone who's interested in learning more about what it is that you offer. And this is kind of like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for potential leads to follow, which gets them into your realm and which is exactly what you want to do. Right, as I get to the last strategy, it's pretty clear that this video has been heavily focused on using organic methods to generate leads and sales in your business. But this marketing plan wouldn't be complete if we didn't speak a little bit about paid ads, in particular Facebook ads. So Facebook lead ads and retargeting ads are a really good way to reach more people who are already on your email list, as well as new potential customers. And Facebook's targeting has changed a lot over the years, but the platform currently makes it really easy at the moment to target specific audiences based on your competitors' audiences. So what does that even mean, you're probably thinking? Well, for example, if you are, say, in the B2B space and you know that a lot of the people that you want to target are following someone maybe like Marie Forleo or Amy Porterfield, then what you can actually do is directly target their audiences. Now, when it comes to my offers, I'm not really a fan of targeting a cold audience. And this is mainly because I feel like they're harder to sell to, right? Because they don't know me. And I feel like it's a much more effective strategy for me to target my warm audience. And that's those people who do know me. They follow me on Insta, they follow me on social media, they're already on my email list, and I'm not new to them. They know who I am already. But in saying that, I have been doing a lot of dabbling in lead generation ads, which is obviously aimed at a cold audience, and I've seen some huge success. But I'm definitely not an expert, so I do encourage you to seek out advice from someone that can offer more valuable insights in this area. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that you too can run successful ads on Facebook, but it's important for me to say that you need to know what you're doing. But this is something that anyone can learn how to do. Now, if you're new to Facebook ads, but kind of want to learn about setting up lead generation ads, where you can literally set up a system that has you spending as little as $5 a day, generating tons of new leads that you can then potentially convert into customers, then check out Zach Spucklers' Facebook Ads for Listbuilding Bootcamp, which will have you set up in no time. Like, this is a really, really, really good bootcamp that I have taken myself. I'm not kidding. This is pretty much the bootcamp that introduced me to lead generation ads, and I have found it super, super useful. So I'll leave the affiliate link in the description. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 8 strategies that you can use to get more leads and clients in your business. So before I go, there are a couple more important things that I want to say. Firstly, running a successful online business does not happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication and also repetition, but it definitely can be done. So if you're willing to kind of put in the effort and stay consistent over time, what you'll see is an increase in both your leads and your sales. Also, don't forget that these strategies need to be tested and optimized for your specific business model and business area. So don't be afraid to adapt, experiment, and try new things. And then lastly, if you need extra support or advice, I invite you to join the WEN Business Club, where we have amazing resources, courses, and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs that you can come and connect with. So I'll leave the link with more details to that in the bio too. If you haven't already done so, please like this video and hit subscribe to be notified of more videos like this to help you launch, build, and grow your online business. Ciao.